Hello and welcome to the season premiere of Hornet Nation, where we cover all of Saline sports. I'm Pelton.
And I'm Collin Wagner. We start this season with a recent signing day, sit down with the voice of Saline football, and get a closer look at student athletes and how they balance both school and sports.
All this and more in this episode of Hornet Nation. Saline High School has had great student athletes. Hornet Nation went to meet some of those athletes who signed on to keep playing in college. Thomas Pear covers the November 14th signing day.
Hello Saline, I'm Thomas Pear reporting for Hornet Nation, and right behind me, 8 athletes are about to sign their official commitments to play their sport at the collegiate level. Let's take a few minutes and hear more about their plans.
I'm Caroline Layden, and I signed to the University of Findlay to play lacrosse. I'm looking forward to playing lacrosse at the collegiate level, and also they have an amazing pre-vet program, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
I'm Aiden Corrigan, and I just signed to play baseball at Heidelberg. I wanted to go to a place where I could be extremely competitive. I also wanted to go to a place where I can contribute right away. Heidelberg was able to fit both of those for me. They have an extremely competitive conference, which I was excited to go and play for, and everything just came together academically, athletically. It was a good fit.
I'm Logan Evans, and I just signed to play baseball at Penn State. I chose Penn State because I believe it was like a good fit for me, the coaches. I just love the atmosphere out in Pennsylvania.
I'm Abby Fletcher, and I signed to Ashland University for volleyball. I think I'm just looking more forward to the college atmosphere and to move on to the next level and be friends with so many new people at school.
I'm Juliana Pena, and I just signed to Heidelberg to play volleyball. I feel really prepared. My coaches really helped me out a lot, and I'm just super excited for what's coming up next.
When I went there, the campus was amazing and the team really felt like family and it felt like home for me, and so immediately after I'd stepped on campus, I knew that's where I wanted to go.
Super excited for her. She's worked really hard for this, and this has been a lifelong dream, so really excited for her.
I'm Colin Clark, and I just signed with Lawrence Technological University for hockey. Just being a college athlete, I think that it's always been a dream to play college sports and just go to school, so I'm very excited.
I'm Cameron Crawford, and I just signed to the University of Alabama in Huntsville. I feel I've prepared pretty well. Saline Athletics is certainly, both lacrosse and hockey, has prepared me to work hard and do what's required in order to succeed at the next level.
Hornet Nation would like to wish the best of luck to all of the athletes who have signed to play after graduation. Reporting for Hornet Nation, I'm Thomas Pear. Back to you in the studio.
We would also like to congratulate Olivia Vance, Kelsey Alexander, Emily Maloney, Hannah Jarvie, and Devin Riley, who additionally signed to their respective sports.
On Friday nights, the crowd is cheering, the band is playing, and there's a voice like no other. Natalie Clano has more.
And at wide receiver number 1, Colton Melenzak.
On Friday nights at Saline football games, the lights, the crowd, the game comes to mind. But to Mr. Falkowski, it's a different story.
Actually, it was last year. I was, 2 years ago, Mr. Raft and I were talking, and I know they were looking for some consistency up in the announcer's booth after our previous announcer had retired.
He starts announcing before the game even starts. His first game was only a year ago when the Saline Hornets went to the Big House in Ann Arbor.
The very first game that I ever announced was at Michigan Stadium, so that was just a lot of fun. I walked into that situation not having a clue of what I was doing, so it was a lot of fun because there was some adrenaline involved in just being at Michigan Stadium and everything that went a part of that. So that was a great memory. I'll always remember that.
You would think that the announcer wouldn't have to arrive 2 hours early before the game, but to Mr. Falkowski, that's normal.
There's some pregame prep to it, and there's a lot of coordination between the athletic department, and then I work with Mr. Newton, Mr. Garlick, all those guys. They help me kind of plan and prepare for the whole thing, so the preparation piece is part of it.
Make sure you look for Mr. Falkowski next football season. I'm Natalie Colano with Hornet Nation. Back to you in the studio.
Even though the football season is over, Mr. Falkowski will be gearing up for next season. If you want to hear more of his voice, He also teaches econ and government.
Having to juggle the demands of school, clubs, and sports can be a challenge, but for some people, they can do it all and still succeed.
As the winter sports season kicks into high gear and the new trimester begins, Brock Bose, a captain of both the cross-country and track teams, gives us some insights on balancing school, sports, and everything in between.
So for me, academics is number one, followed by that in a very close second. And since it's been senior year, this has kind of slid into the first spot a little bit, would be running. Not only is that something that I just really like, it's like where all my friends are, that is like my personality, my whole core is with that group. So that means more to me than probably anything.
It's not easy fitting everything into the tight schedule of student athlete, and as Brock points out, you can't do everything.
There was a solid week where I did not get to sleep before 2:30. In a regular season where I would not be injured, it would be more regular every day, full-on mileage, trying to get around 50 miles a week. I really tried hard to eat well, sleep well, and that just kind of keep your body in shape.
Not only is Brock an exemplary student and a successful athlete, but he's also an avid member of 10 Tones, chamber choir, student council, and more.
With this being my senior year, I really prioritize sports. Academics are very important, so sometimes that meant I would go to bed a little bit earlier. If that sometimes included not getting an assignment done, I would just try to figure it out in the morning.
With Hornet Nation, I'm Travis Woodman. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks for the story, Travis. I'm tired from just watching that.
Well, that's all for this show. Tune in next time as we look at the marching band, meet Leah Lawson on the varsity basketball team, and take a look into the Saline hockey team.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter for the latest show updates at Nation Hornet. Signing off, I'm Collin Wagner.
And I'm Pelton. Keep on rolling, Hornets.